what I would like to start with today is this simple thing which is extremely important in a dance like Rumba and Cha-Cha-Cha, and that is the awareness of released muscular gravity. Now, how many here have done ballet before? Okay, a little.
I did that for 4 years only.
You did?
For 4 years only.
Okay. So, all you are as green on this as what I am, because I've never done it. But I do understand that if I want to take the approach of ballet, I might look clean, I might look beautiful in line, I might also have beautiful legs. And here's the problem, because the muscularity of that leg gets placed somewhere, and we don't want to do that. So the main difference, for example, in trying not to be elevated away from the floor. Now, many people get asked to hold their center to avoid sort of collapses and broken lines and whatever that you hear as excuses in many cases. But what is very, very important is that you try to understand that we are using in competitive choreography different levels of muscularity within the body. So I would like to sort of just start with one thing, and that is to first of all ask you all to just stand on, well, for you it's the right foot. And once you are here, I want you to lift up the hip on the wrong side. Now this, go down again, this obvious activity of muscular elevation, yeah, has taken you higher than what your normal gravity height would be. So if I now, from there, ask you to try and basically release muscularity, yes, and get to be in touch with your standing leg, okay? Standing leg should not become an additional push of a deeper hip action. And here is then, if you go back again to the lift, this is a high position number one. If I now try within the control of my current position to release, and of course this muscle, this hip has been lifted with the muscles on lumbari on the side. Now, if I now start to release some of that, so my hip becomes neutral, yeah? So you go again. You had the lifted, position number one. Release to neutral, position number two. Go further and arrive into a touch of gravity on that leg. And then once you rotate this, that's your lowest position, and you can track the foot in. So from these 1, 2, 3, 4 positions, you should normally feel that what is consistent in the Cuban motions is basically position 2, 3, and 4, not 1. This is what I call cosmetic design movement. So the moment I am here, which is slightly muscular, and then I release, which is my standing side. And that means that you sense that I'll go back to this again. Once you lift that part, if you could now find the same position on the other side once you're in your released position. So what I mean by that, from here until here. And that now with the rotation should be just an increase of the gravity that you had there. So don't try and think that pushing your leg is going to make any more improved gravity. The gravity you have is within the body, and you feel it in the upper part of your body and not into the sockets of the hips. Mm-hmm. If I got you to try now basically to do a time step, and it's not a time step in the hips, right? So feel as if you're going pendulum rotation, neutral pendulum rotation. Boom, 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 boom. You have 2 and 3 and Now if I swivel walked 4, that is lifted a little bit. But now, and now, 1 and, you sense here, not 1 and. 1 and, track the leg. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 gung 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 za boom boom ba ba boom 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 za boom boom ba ba boom 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 4 1. Very good. There's a current trend very often lately, well, in the last couple of years, that feet should be shown. And we even have men who sort of take the elevator and go high up. I sometimes ask the dancers, for the men, why do you rise in the clothes? And the answer is, I want to have beautiful feet. So I then said, if a woman said to me when she closes that she wanted to have beautiful feet, I could actually understand it. But the man's domination would basically close that foot on a flat foot as fast as possible, and then you basically have a little bit of a provocative hip action before the body takes over into the release, okay? We start talking about the Rumba walk, guys. So, first of all, what is a leg action? If I ask the question, what is a leg action? Or a foot and leg action? What would you say? Everybody feels really sure. There's a lot of things that you have to know in order to become the champion of your dreams, you know. You have to know, what does it mean to move a spine? What does it mean to do a good timing of a leg action? Now, the important thing, and I have bad balance, so you have to hold me. So a leg action would basically be the movement where the hinging of the knee here goes to the point where you have, and I cannot point my foot well anymore. But there should be basically a straight line from the knee down. And then there is the backward action of your leg going forward. So it's not that you place it here. That would be ballet. Here, and then you have that. So there's a sliding of the foot. Now, in a walk, which you have 2, 3, 4, 1, that movement from there till there, and then there, takes a quarter beat. So, if somebody says, oh, I want to show how beautiful my foot is, they would need more than a bar. Right. Right. Now, there's also a lot of information that you have to have pressure towards the floor on the free foot and sort of scraping it. My teacher always said, if you have pressure on that leg, on that foot, you will never make it in time to pass the foot. So basically, zuckerboom. So that quarter beat there is extremely important. So when you have, then you have a spine that takes you forward or backwards, but in this case we'll do it forward. And I very often refer to a spine that travels forward over a foot. So, for example, if I ask you now to stand with feet together and you put your free arm at the lower part of your spine, and where that touches, that is your center of movement. So it's always at the back. Now, where is, there you are. Okay. So I'm now going to ask you to basically just stand with that part over the center part of your foot. Okay? Now, that moment is the and count of the beat. And it's also the place where you can start to dance a pendulum action. Now, what I would like now is that just move your spine to ball of foot, right? And in that movement of the spine, the leg that is behind has to overtake the drifting spine. Whoa, and it goes to there. So, under, whoa. Okay. Under, two. Now that two is that part of her body is now somewhere near the heel of the new step. Right? Travel your spine to the center, and you can allow yourself to start your pendulum, and again go to ball of foot, but overtake that weight with your leg action. So can we try this a little bit? And I guess we could go around.